Hello there. Thanks for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and is this really something? Let's just go right to it. A top to bottom scan before we breathe. Look at the color on that. Is that far out? That's the term I'll use. How's that? What a beauty. And it's unique too. It's hand colored. It was printed as just a black and white handbill for this event, but it was hand colored in. Just gorgeous. I just love this thing. It's amazing. Now what it represents is gorgeous and amazing too. Now, this is known as a tribute to Dr. Strange handbill, 8.5 by 10 on white paper, of course, with black ink, but hand colored in. And I have done a couple of other blogs on larger posters for this event, so you can perhaps check out those blogs if you're really interested in finding out just what this event was. But briefly, in October and November of 1965, a casual group of 4 hippies, if you will, or just Bay Area hipsters, started something called the Family Dog and put on, over 4 weekends, 3 different dance concerts. And they were basically an answer to the fact that nobody could get up and dance at the coffee houses and stuff where folk rock was being made. And so the 4 members of the Family Dog, especially Luria, Castell, sort of the leader, said, darn it, let's do a dance concert. Let's start one up. And the first one happened to be on October 16th of 65, and that's what this beauty is from. So I've done a big poster that was designed by Marty Ballin. I've done the smaller cardboard telephone pole poster, and I forgot to mention in that blog, by the way, that the skeletal artwork, or basically the poster design, was by Family Dog member Alton Kelley, who went on to do a whole bunch of famous things with Stanley Mouse later in the psychedelic 60s, of course. So sorry about that. That I missed Kelly's name on that one, but I'll certainly credit him way up front here. And he did, so he did the design for this, so definitely wanted to mention him. But interestingly, his girlfriend is responsible for all the color on this, because yep, this is a copy that was hand colored in at the time before the event to sell tickets for it by Ellen Harmon. She was one of the 4 Family Dog members and quite a fan of comic books. So that's why I said it's unique. I mean, I guess it's possible she did 10 at a time and did the exact same coloring, but you'd have to have quite a few, I guess, samples and examples to really be able to, suss that out. Now, according to the books on the subject, seems like I've read them all, this is the genesis of the San Fran music scene, at least one of the books definitely says 1,000 of these were hand-colored by the members of the Family Dog and distributed with magic markers, by the way, and distributed throughout, say, the hip areas of the Bay Area, the Haight-Ashbury District, San Francisco State Campus, and Berkeley. So, it stands to reason they're so pretty that many of them were saved, but you just don't see them. I'm not sure why. And as I said, Ellen Harmon, I don't know if, like the 4 members of the Family Dog, I've already mentioned 3 of them, Jack Towle is the 4th. I don't know if the 4 members color them equally, or if Ellen Harmon, as the comic book fan, really did a lot of the coloring. But by the way, let's give her a little credit. Here is a picture of Ellen Harmon. I'll move it in slowly so the focus stays in. That was taken by San Francisco photographer Herb Green, who did a lot of famous photographs, such as the Warlocks under the Haight-Ashbury sign, and Jefferson Airplane's Surrealistic Pillow album cover, and I believe that's against the same wall. That Surrealistic Pillow was shot, the band members, with Grace Slick, and that is Ellen Harmon holding a dog of the Family Dog, so a lot of symbolism there. That's pretty cool. So yeah, so this represents basically the first organized dance concert in San Francisco Bay Area history on the new music scene that came along in the 60s. And boy, what followed that? Of course, obviously, the following year, or the following spring, the formal Family Dog dance concerts started at the Fillmore and then moved to the Avalon with Chet Helms and everything. But Chet Helms had nothing to do with this. He had not come along yet into this organization. So this was, this is a Genesis piece. It was the first. And I don't know if you're wondering, there's Dr. Strange's mention again, sort of wondering why, it sort of confuses things. Why don't they call it a rock dance or something? Why a tribute to Dr. Strange? Well, as the dog members have explained, especially Luria Castell, we just, wanted to make them events. We didn't want to just say, hey, dance concert Saturday night or whatever, we wanted to make them special. And so they gave them each a name. And since Ellen was a comic book fan, she gave them each their moniker, and this is Dr. Strange himself, the Marvel Comics superhero. He made his debut in 1963, so he'd been around for a couple years when this dance concert happened. And he was a good guy. He was basically a protector of the earth. So we like that. It's good, rather than have it named after a villain, right? So, okay, so we go from the black and white one, beautifully colored in, a boyfriend-girlfriend joint effort here, I might say, to the blue specimen. And this one has not been colored in, and it's the same artwork from Kelly, but it's just you know, black ink on blue paper, and this was posted all over the place as well. So what's interesting is that it's possible that some of these were colored in as well, right? I mean, it wouldn't, the contrast wouldn't be quite as good as a white handbill with that magic marker coloring, but I imagine some of these were colored in, and some of the black and white handbills were probably distributed without the coloring when they ran out of time or whatnot. So since I've shown you a big poster and a small cardboard poster and a colored black and white handbill, and there's also a plain black and white handbill, and here's a plain black and blue handbill, and there's probably a colored black and blue handbill out there. So that means there's 6 different things to collect with this tribute to Dr. Strange first dance concert in San Francisco's psychedelic music history. So I think that's pretty great. Can you get all 6? I sure would like to, that's for sure, but I guess you kind of have to say good luck, right? So there it is. Great artwork, great early psychedelic artwork, really a nice piece. Just love this stuff. So hats off to the late Mr. Kelly and to his lady friend Ellen, well, to the whole Family Dog quadrant of people, for sure. It's just great fun stuff. So hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed showing it. Thanks a lot for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.